All right, everybody. Dorr here from the Pennsylvania Firearms Association. Just going to give you guys an update on what just happened in the Pennsylvania House Judiciary Committee. First and foremost, I'm just going to give a great big giant shout out to State Representative Stephanie Borowicz. Honestly, she's one of the greatest state representatives I've ever had the pleasure of working with, but she's also consistently the one person in the entire Republican caucus here in Harrisburg who understands that it's not acceptable to just let the Democrats get wins right and left. And here's what I mean by that. Back in 2018, I think it was, Republicans passed a very unconstitutional gun control bill. It was called the Protection from Abuse Law. And what it really did was empower these leftist feminazis to be able to go to a court and have somebody that they were pissed at have their guns taken away without them ever being charged, tried, or convicted of a crime. If you've been through divorce court, or if you've been through child custody court, chances are you've probably had one of these locked in against you. Today was a whole slate of gun control bills that on the very surface of them don't look super nefarious until you examine them in their totality and you begin to understand that the reason why they're passing them is because they're building on top of what that major gun control from back in 2018. Stephanie Borowicz, she understands this, and so she was an absolute raging defender of freedom in that caucus today, and I'm quite convinced that her simply standing there and saying nope, that was literally one of the way she voted on one of the bills. They called the roll. Is anybody a no? Nope. That was her. That was the way she voted. It was fantastic. But so she voted against every single one of the gun control bills, and by doing that, I think she got some of the squishier Republicans to also grow a pair and vote no. So big shout out to Stephanie Borowicz because she always delivers for gun owners. I would say she's gun owners' #1 ally here at the Capitol in Harrisburg. But let's talk about some of the other bills. There was a major push to create a digital gun registry by the Democrats and by some of the RINOs, honestly. Cheryl Delozier was one of the RINO trash balls that was there pushing another gun control bill. That bill, they got passed out of committee, sadly, by a vote of all the Democrats against all the Republicans. It was 14-12. There was another, the Delozier bill. She's one of the RINO trash balls who voted for the gun control bills in 2023, red flags and universal gun registration. One of the gun control bills expanded the acquisition or the ability to get a PFA against somebody to include emotional distress. Oh, I can't imagine how that's not going to be abused. A continuation of the Democrats and their left and the RINOs' desire to pass gun control by judicial fiat rather than due process rights. And that's what the basis of red flag laws are. That's what the basis of this gun control package was today. So in the comment section, you guys will find a link to email your state representatives and tell them to vote no on these gun control bills when they come to the floor. I don't know when that's going to be. We'll find that out for you very shortly. We'll be updating the link as well, so you guys will see that it's not just going to the judiciary. We've already changed the targeting on it, so feel free to let your legislators have it. One thing that just gets me just super pissed, and that is Republicans who sit there and let these Democrats get wins without raising an objection, without voting no. They just sit there and they think to themselves, well, it's going to pass and I can't stop it, so I'm just going to let it go. That's total and utter bullshit. And thank God that our founding fathers didn't have that mentality when it came to purchasing our freedom, because we'd have been all speaking with the sissy British accents right now and sipping tea. So, folks, that's where we're at right now. My time is about to run out in the parking on my vehicle, so I'm going to go get in it. But please hit the link and fire off an email to your state representatives and tell them, don't you dare vote yes on these gun control bills. Don't give the Democrats a win. No retreat, no surrender, no compromise. I wish every state rep here could be like Stephanie Borowicz, but sadly, you guys are going to have to reach into your politicians and your representatives' backs, put the spine in, or we'll meet them in the election season. Folks, that's all I've got for right now. I'll be back with more later.